Good morning, and thank you for being here to help celebrate our annual Stewardship Sunday. My name's Harry Grimmnitz, and I've been a part of this church for 33 years. My wife, Marty, our two elementary school-age children, my 82-year-old mother, and I all arrived in the late spring of 1993. From the first Sunday that we attended UUCC, it was obvious to all of us that this was a very special place. And we quickly became a three-generation addition to UUCC. As my mom famously said, "I've been to a lot of churches in my life, but this is the first one that actually does what it says." And she was so right. This is a community of people honestly dedicated to living their principles in the world, and that's what's kept us coming back for all of these years. It provided our kids with a safe, engaging, and inquisitive environment through their childhood and adolescent years. It supported Marty and me in expanding our spiritual journeys and served as the birthplace for the Peaceful Heart Mindfulness Meditation Sangha. Over the years, we have been continuously involved in supporting UUCC with our time and energy through teaching religious exploration, Our Whole Lives, or OWL for short, which is an adolescent relationship and sexual awareness program. We've participated in innumerable work groups, run a monthly jazz coffee house, and served on multiple committees and the Board of Trustees. This community has nurtured our ongoing embrace of social justice work. We've been involved in a lot of protests and rallies, and every time, as we look about us, we find ourselves surrounded by people we know from UUCC. Marty has been arrested twice for civil disobedience. And each time that I received a call from jail, I knew she'd been hanging out with that Reverend Carrie Johnson woman again, getting into more good trouble. UUCC has been the cradle supporting and nurturing numerous social justice organizations and movements in the capital area and throughout our state. The Speak Out program championing LGBT rights in the early 1990s, the marriage equality movement, Musan, the Poor People's Campaign, housing for our new Mainer neighbors, and providing care and assistance to our unhoused neighbors. Our family's most intimate connection with how our church community supports people occurred in 2000. After years of steady decline, my kidneys just finally gave it up. I needed a kidney transplant, and Marty was going to be my donor. That meant that both of us were going to be undergoing major surgery and recovery simultaneously. The UUCC community came together and created an all-encompassing support network for us. They fed us, transported us to our appointments, trucked our high school-age kids to their activities, and looked after us for a couple of weeks. It truly took a village to transplant a kidney. Our church and its members have continuously led the way in speaking out for our most vulnerable citizens and taking direct action to demonstrate that commitment. UUCC remains the leading liberal religious voice in the state's capital. We've been incredibly fortunate to have attracted a talented and passionate staff and minister to support all of the important work that UUCC continues to do. Maintaining our staff, buildings, and programs requires significant financial support. Our fundraising committee does an incredible job of simultaneously building community and augmenting about 5% of our annual budget. We receive nearly 9% of our budget from the interest on our endowment. But the bulk of our operating budget, about 65% of it, comes from our stewardship pledges. I'm asking each of us to consider the value of this church community in our lives and the lives of our neighbors, and to be as generous as you can as you fill out the pledge forms in the coming days. Together, we can continue to gather the power and kindle the flame. Thank you.